Just hours after the ceasefire came into force, Islamic State launched an assault on a Kurdish town in northern Syria. Tel Abyad is near the border with Turkey. Kurdish People's Protection Units, known as the YPG, repelled the terrorist advance. Several Kurdish fighters were reportedly killed in the battle on Saturday morning, along with more than 100 Islamic State militants. ISIL Barsan, a local journalist, is in the area for us.
A big group from ISIL, they crossed the Turkish border. They came from Turkey and they entered to Tel Abyad. They exploded a bomb car. The number were around 300 members, and they hide between the civilian people and in many service places as they attack at. The attack first began against the cultural center of the city. After that, they started to attack, take control. They tried to take control of the hospital. 15 civilians died in these clashes. At least about 120 ISIS members were killed in these clashes.
Later on Saturday, YPG positions came under attack yet again, this time from Turkish artillery firing shells across the border. That's according to sources on the ground. No casualties were reported in that bombardment. Now, to discuss the latest developments, I'm joined live by Redur Xelil from the American Kurdish Information Network. Kardi, welcome. The Turkish attack, let's start with that. The details, they're a bit hazy at the moment, but just how damaging, if this is correct, there was this attack, could it potentially be for the ceasefire?
Well, it means that the ceasefire doesn't have legs. It means that the ceasefire may not last. Turkey is a major power in the region, and it's a U.S. ally. It's a supporter of, it has been a supporter of al-Nusra Front, according to the American ambassador who retired, the last American ambassador in Ankara. So Turkey's cooperation is needed, and America needs to play a role in that. But so far, according to the Kurdish sources, Tel Abyad was attacked from 15 places, and some of them from the Turkish side. Some of these fighters, some of these cutthroats crossed the border and attacked the town.
Now, perhaps what Turkey will argue is that they consider the YPG to be terrorists, and under the terms of the ceasefire, parties are allowed to defend themselves against terrorists. The Americans don't consider the YPG to be that. Do you think that we'll see Turkey determined to push ahead with its campaign against the Kurds in Syria?
YPG has not attacked Turkey. YPG has no issue with Turkey. YPG wants to have its rights respected and accepted inside Syria. Yes, there are Kurds in Turkey, and yes, there are Kurds in Syria, but YPG has drawn a line that it wants to tackle the problems of the Kurds inside Syria, not inside Turkey.
What kind of response do you think we will see from the Kurds in Syria, who have been coming under, reportedly, fire from all directions?
Well, I think the greater role falls on the shoulders of the authors of this ceasefire, Russian Federation and the United States of America. They are the patrons of this ceasefire, and they need to, especially the United States, which has a base inside Turkey, the Incircle Air Base, which has the use of the Incircle Air Base, needs to tell Turkey to, mind its own store, so to speak. If it wants to be a positive force in the resolution of this conflict, in the stopping of this bloodshed, then it needs to stop shelling the Kurds. If it wants to, the other thing is, Turkey shares 90 miles border with ISIS, and it hasn't attacked ISIS. So it really, emotionally, it remains attached to ISIS's ideas and the Islamic identity of Islamic State. And the practice of it, or the manifestation of that emotional attachment, comes out in cooperating with these cutthroats to attack the Kurds, who happen to be the most effective fighters against them.
Many thanks for joining us, Karni. Our guest this hour, Redur Xelil from the American Kurdish Information Network.